Tesla stock market update. Let's have a look at the stock today on Friday, February 23rd. Tesla came down slightly, which is basically 2.7%, and it is one of those underperformers. If you take a look at the S&P 500, chip makers pulled back. Overall, tech is trying to slightly pull back. So Tesla hasn't done anything overall in this whole chip maker craze, and Nvidia reported earnings, and big takeaway from Nvidia earnings, I mean, their revenue grew and orders basically beat everything except for automotive chips. So that segment, they didn't much make profit, and it declined. So it's a sign that car makers are going to suffer in the next 6 to 12 months, that's for sure. And regarding Tesla, I was looking at the Rivian earnings. They reported pretty worse earnings as well. So I think stock almost in 2 days down 70% or 60% or so. Lucid, same thing. So TSLA, what I'm watching. So on a daily chart, I don't want to make it too long. So what I'm watching here. So if you can see, we did basically drop pretty big into earnings, and then earnings flash out. And ever since that earnings report, kind of like trying to hint that it wants to go higher, but it never did like follow through. I'm basically watching from here this reverse basically flag pattern. So, and if it does go test 210 and it fails, rolls over 200, I'm going to be watching it to the downside all the way. At the moment, my support would be 175 right here. But even if it slips from this basically trend, basically slow uptrend right here, I'm going to be watching Tesla to the downside, because let me zoom it in a little bit. You can see it's been making lower highs, higher highs. If we do make from here another higher high, and if we do fill this earnings gap and get back above 207, it's looking good to run, possibly test its 200-day moving average, which is all the way. I mean, first would be 50-day moving average. Let's take a look. Where is 50-day? So this yellow line on my chart, 50-day, which is 217, downtrending, and 200-day moving average would be around 230, 235 at the moment. So it can run all the way up to that level, because that level also is a big resistance level, which was support right here, 230, 232. So that's what I'm watching to the downside. If it does flush, I will be basically looking for all the way for Tesla. If it does crack below 182.50, 175 is not a significant support. Decent support would be somewhere around here, 160, 155. That's the range actually. And if you take a look at the options, I was trying to play some short-term calls and puts, but looked at the implied volatility for March 8th. It is implying that stock can move 13.5 points, which can take it over 200, 205, all the way to this level, 203, to this resistance of this upper resistance trend, basically. Or if it flushes down, it can come down to all the way to 180-ish level, 180. This is the support level. So, and if it cracks that level, it can move 2 standard deviation. So average true range for TSLA around, I think, $9 at the moment. Okay, it's 7.92. So $8, it can go up and down any given day. So I'm watching personally if it cracks this. Also, you can see this blue line right here. This is a 20-day moving average. And if you look at the 5-day moving average, this let me bring up it like this. So this gray line right here, I don't know if you can see it. This is a 5-day simple moving average. It was trying to uptrend, but for the past 4 trading sessions, basically this short week, it didn't do anything. So if it does crack this 190, basically I'm watching Tesla to the downside, and it can come down pretty big. But that's the update for TSLA. Let's see what happens for the rest of the February. Thanks for watching.